whatever. All right. Coming to the stage, folks, the man who smells like a whole bunch of fucking weed. He, really, I mean, if Jerry Garcia was alive today, he'd say, wow. In fact, he might even wake Jerry Garcia up with that fucking set. I mean, he may be coming out of the grave. But he's a funny guy, man. Please give it up for my man, Rob Goat Sperling, everybody.
Oh, thank you, Pat. Now I cannot let my son see this videotape. He's only 10. And two guys I don't want to get high with, fucking Pat O'Donnell and Michael Phelps. You know, you pass the joint to Michael Phelps, you're not getting it back. That lung capacity. Anyway, I'll talk a little bit before I'm going to get into talk about the speech yesterday, Obama's speech to Congress. Anybody see that besides me and the politics? So Obama, one thing he said, he's like, ladies and gentlemen, America will not walk away from the automobile industry. The country that invented the auto will not walk away. And I'm like, I agree 100%. We should not walk away from the automobile industry. We should drive away, preferably in a Honda or Toyota. Thank you. I thought it was funny too. I read that today. So another thing. So afterwards, the Republican response. They were talking to McCain on CNN. And McCain is like talking about, his pork barrel. No more pork. He's retarded with the pork. We need some of that to rebuild the country. The infrastructure country falling apart. But he mentioned, in Hawaii, they're giving $300 million to astronomy industry. I'm like, does he have any idea what the Hawaiian astronomy industry is like? The infrastructure is a mess. Those people do not know the difference between the Big Dipper, the Little Dipper. They call it the Poi Dipper. Poi. It's an Hawaiian term. Thank you. All right, so what am I talking about? This is a work in progress. Anybody saw me last week? I was talking about the internet dating. Every week I'll build on a little. So here we go. Like I said, internet dating to me is like going on a freaking job interview. Because for me, I have to apply to the women. There must be like hundreds of applicants. And yes, I lie on my resume. When I finally meet, she doesn't know that my PhD is really from Chuckles Comedy. She doesn't have to know that yet. And she, instead of her, eventually her asking me like, what can you do for the company? I'm like, well, I have a very enthusiastic, hardworking penis. I mean, the little guy don't quit. He'll do anything. He's really, really hardworking. He tries hard. So I'm hoping to get like a second date. You hope you get that second interview. So when I get home, I write the letter like you're supposed to on the email. Everything, I really liked you. Really nice. And I call in a few days. Has the position been filled yet? And by position, China. And so actually, I got a second interview on one date. And, she's like, so, a little different once again. The difference is instead of me writing down how much money I want to make, she asks me how much money I make. Right. And I'm thinking like, if I do actually get the third date would be like, I've been hired, but I don't know if I'm actually a temp or I have a permanent position. So I better come prepared to work that day, dressed properly, and ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Ready to go. And, to ask about fringe benefits, I'm going to wait till I actually have the position to start asking about fringe benefits, would you mind if I have my pet beaver picture next to the bed when we do it? Or, sick days. You're not going to fire me when I'm able to perform, because I'm getting old. I need some help. And if that ever does happen when I'm going to perform, I'm going to say, it's your fault, because I've never had a problem with any of my other bosses. I was always able to brainstorm with them. Brainstorm. So stupid. Thank you. All right, that's it for the stupid internet dating as of now. We'll update as we go along. Thank you. Very funny, yes? Potential? No. All right, I'll wrap it up with a little bit about my work, my current job, because I work at a limo company. And my boss is one of those guys who likes to talk with his hands. And the other day he's telling me a story. Yeah, I was on the phone with this guy and he's complaining about the service. So I had to respond by writing him an email. I'm like, really? You had to write him an email. You ready? Huh? I'm like, you know something, Greg? You're a real jerk off. And he's pretty funny. He's like, oh yeah, you're fired. And we laughed. And he snorted like a pig. Alright, so at the limo company, I have to sometimes take reservations. And I got this reservation, this one guy calls, and he has this Irish accent. He's like, I'd like to make a reservation. I'm like, okay. I need to be down to the airport by 5 a.m. I'm like, oh, what's your name, sir? He's like, oh, it's Sean Durfy. I'm like, okay, Mr. Durfy, I guess we're gonna have to pick you up at 4. And he says, oi, Velishmir, that's early. Oi, Velishmir, like with that accent, I said, what the hell was that? I got on the phone, like, oh my God, this Irish guy just used Yiddish. It was like so weird. I think I recently made this up that, ironically, Hitler also loved Yiddish. Oi, Velishmir, I cannot stand the fucking Jews, they are driving me with Shigana. Let the confession, they must die. Hail me. But I got on the phone, and I wrote a little song for Mr. Durfy, and it goes something like this. Durfy the Irish stool, he's Durfy the Irish stool. Oi, Velishmir, he likes his beer. Durfy the Irish stool, Durfy the Irish stool, Durfy the Irish stool. He likes a nip, but will never tip. He's Durfy the Irish stool, Durfy the Irish stool, Durfy the Irish stool. He's got a wee dick, but he's a really big prick. He's Durfy the Irish stool, Durfy the Irish stool, Durfy the Irish stool. He'll dance a jig. But he hates the nip, Schwarzes. He's Durfy the Irish stool, diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-dee. Thank you, Durfy the Irish stool. Good night, enjoy the rest of your show one day. Come on, Patrick.
Give it up for him! Oh, I'm a rat? I'm a fucking rat. I'm a fucking rat. You fucking right. I'll tell you what we learned, huh? I'll tell you what we learned. Shit's a lot funnier when you're fucking high. And all that fucking shit. That's Tim, Tom's still here. Tom, remember, don't write your shit high, alright?